So this is fun. Okay, let's say you have a Linux computer and a Windows computer. You have two different operating systems, and you only have one desk. You want to save some space, right? This is exactly what I'm doing right here. I've got a single keyboard, a single mouse. I have Linux on my left and Windows on my right. And as you can see, I'm just going to highlight some text over on the right hand. This is my Windows computer. I'm going to copy, and I'm just going to move my mouse over to the left, and I'm going to paste that text. How did I do that?
You can't do that.
How did I do it? It's called Synergy. It's a free open source program, and it works like a dream. Isn't that fun? You can install it on multiple systems. Obviously, you could do it on 50 Windows machines, but the fun is to go between Windows and Linux. They just talk TCP/IP networking. So it's just IP addresses are talking to each other, and it works. Now, what I'm going to have to do is shut it down. Well, let's go back a couple times. Ooh, highlighting. And oh, highlighting over here. Isn't that fun? Ah, tools, favorites, and isn't that great?
That's really amazing.
It's so cool. So you can copy and paste text. You can't drag Windows, obviously, between multiple operating systems because they don't know what they're not talking the same language. But what I'm going to do now is just, I have to stop Synergy, and I'll show you how I set it up. Okay, so we'll just go to quit, and then I will relaunch this. This is the Synergy setup. This is really the core. I actually had Kevin help me out at first because I'm new to Linux. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it really was. So what you do first is I'm saying, okay, I want my Windows machine to be the server machine. It's your choice. It can be whichever one you want, but I'm more comfortable with Windows, so that's what I did. What I have to do is give it a name. It has to be the name of this computer, right? So you could find that out by going to my computer and computer name. It's called Demo, so I called it Demo. Now I add my second screen, so that's my client screen, right? And this is my Linux machine. It's called localhost.localdomain. The way that I found that out is over on the Linux side, in network configuration, under the DNS tab, you see what the host name is, localhost.localdomain. So that's just, that's just what it is, right? It's not very exciting, but that's how it works. Okay, so once I have my two screens, you can, like I said, you can set up as many client screens as you want, but I'm just doing two for our purposes today. Under the demo screen, I want to say, okay, on the left-hand side, when I'm looking at my setup, localhost.localdomain, that's my Linux machine, is on the left. On the right is Demo. That's my Windows machine. Now, I've got to set that up for each client computer that I also use. So when I click on my Linux computer, again, I've got to set up left and right. They both just need to know where they are in the big scheme of things, right? Okay, so once I've done that, I have several more options. I can choose to say, I want the mouse to hang until I really, a certain amount of milliseconds before it comes over. Those are just other options that you can decide on. That's just totally up to you. You can also do above and below in the layout, which is cool. Let's say you have two monitors on top of each other. You don't have a left and right. You want to do up and down. You can do that too. I also had someone email me saying he was using his server machine as a dual monitor Windows thing, and that worked too. So you can really get crazy with this. Now, okay, what I need to do over on the Linux side in my terminal is just abort, and then I'm going to restart this. Situation successfully started. Okay, and am I back in business here? I think oh, no, I have to go like this. Started over on the Linux side, and now I'm back in business. It's super easy. Basically, all you have to do is install the RPM on Linux. Once you've installed the program on Windows, Linux being, if it's your client computer, and then just run a really simple script in your terminal, and you're good to go. Good to go. I swear, it was really that easy. I'm so excited it worked. Anyway, it's the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. Obviously, there's a lot of people who are using Windows and Linux. I know you guys. You email me all the time. I just saved you a keyboard and a mouse. Isn't that fun?
That's amazing.
Isn't it fun?
So the keyboard and the mouse are plugged into the host machine.
Exactly.
And it just knows that you've moved it off the edge of the host machine, so it makes the keyboard and mouse apply to the other machine.
Exactly.
And you can type and everything?
Oh, yeah.
As long as the mouse is over on that side.
Exactly. It's just, here I am, here I am.
And they're connected via a network. That's the key, is all happening over the network,
exactly.
over the IP.
That's exactly. And what's kind of fun is, if you look here in the terminal over on the Linux side, it's saying, okay, entering screen at 796 like the 225th line. Now, let's say I go back up
that's
to the
the
top.
log, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's, you really have a good idea of when it's entering and exiting, you know?
I have a setup at
so
home that
fun.
would be so perfect for it because I have 2 keyboards and 2 mice, 2 displays.
Right.
They have to be next to each other. It wouldn't make any sense. Obviously, you can't turn around and do that. But I could use 1 keyboard and mouse now.
There's a lot of
I love
customization you can do with this also. You can have it always...
2 Windows devices?
What's that?
Could be 2 Windows devices, doesn't have to be
It
less?
could be 2 anything. Also, at SourceForge, they have a lot of other stuff going on in experimentation, FreeBSD, you know, OS 10, that kind of stuff.
That would be fun if it worked with
I've
OS
made
10.
it work for Windows and Linux. In the future, it may work for many other operating systems as well. But I think the main thing is it's a space saver, and it's now yours for free. Go to my Download Today article at thespacedavis.com.
That is wonderful.
That's it.
I can't believe
Bye.
it. That's amazing.